listen, everybody who knows me knows I'm kind of a dumb guy. So can you explain the difference between zone abilities and superstar abilities?
Yeah, so for zone abilities, we talked about satellite. So what's going to happen is in-game, you're going to go ahead and get some in-game objectives on how to go ahead and get your player in the zone. And, you know, Clint's going to talk a little bit here about how you're going to be able to knock them out of the zone. But the thing is that superstar abilities, what that's going to allow you to do is that they're always available.
Salve!
And not just that, but it brings like a unique...
Grande Matheus, estamos aqui, Matheus, vendo...
One of the things that we were actually showing
EA Play.
Falando
sobre os jogos aqui, o que eles vão lançar, o que vai ter de novo. Já falaram sobre o FIFA. Cara, o FIFA vem arrebentando. Tô transmitindo aqui, cara. É o evento lá de Los Angeles. Tá falando sobre os jogos novos. Daqui a pouco tem... Daqui a pouco eu vou jogar. A galera tá transmitindo aí, passamos a transmitir também um pouquinho aí, mostrando pra galera sobre o jogo, sobre os jogos, né?
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way in the back, give it up for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Cara, os jogos vão vir arrebentando. O FIFA, eles falaram sobre o FIFA, cara, o FIFA vai arrebentar. Eu vou pegar esse FIFA 20 o mais rápido possível, cara. Esse Madden parece ser bom, eu tenho como jogar o Madden 19. É, eles falaram cedo, cara, eu tava fazendo outras coisas, falaram cedo sobre o Apex. Falaram sobre o Battlefield 5, novidades para ele também, vem mais mapas aí. E tô transmitindo simultâneo para aproveitando e fazendo um teste aqui, o Matheus, tô transmitindo pro Facebook, YouTube, Twitch e pra Mixer. Tô fazendo um teste aqui pra ver como é que fica. Tô vendo como é que fica aqui a transmissão, se vai ter algum delay, alguma coisa assim. Daqui a pouco nós vamos jogar um pouquinho, né? E ninguém é de ferro. A gente joga um pouquinho.
In addition to getting all those yak yards, you're also known for wrestling away those jump balls. So it's no surprise to me that
aquela jogada básica, né?
Is it cool if we take a look?
Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, so what you guys are going to see right here with like Juju said, once he gets in that single coverage and he is in the zone, there is no stopping him. The only way that you're going to be able to stop him is to go ahead and double.
Olha só.
And at the end of the day, you know, it's
Deus,
a
que imagem.
game. If you want to stop Juju, you got to double cover him.
Well, first of all, you can't stop him. Let's just put that out there right now. What did you think? Do you think
imagem.
That's awesome. That's crazy. That's definitely something I see myself doing. You know, the double coverage, especially this year, it's gonna be super exciting, and I just can't wait. You know, having an X factor, I can't wait to use it in the game, use myself in the game.
E talvez vai aparecer um canal, vai aparecer uma canal novo aí, pessoal. Comece a ver aí.
Agent K, is there any way that our fans at home can maybe try this out as well?
Well, you know, I think a lot of people that are here are going to get a chance to go ahead and check out our closed beta that's going to be happening for Madden 20. It's going to be happening on June 14th to the 16th. But I believe over at the Madden booth, we're giving out some codes. You guys may have seen it. So if you haven't checked it out, go over to the booth. There's going to be a blog up. I believe Man of the People, Z Farles, is going to go ahead and be talking about that, putting out. Check out our social channels. All that information is there. I brought a couple of codes here for Juju. We're going to give Juju some codes as well. We're also going to be sharing on social channels. Check that out. A lot of great information. You want some, Adam?
Do you mind?
Are you sure? All right, here you go. But no, it's actually awesome. But not just that, but we're going to work with Juju. He's going to be giving out codes on his channel. So again,
vamos ver aqui nas novidades, né?
All the information there about the closed beta happening on June 14th to June 16th. But since you're here, you guys can grab it early, download it, and get ready for June 14th.
All right, thank you so much for coming out. Israel, Juju, go play the game.
Awesome.
Go play the game. And a round of applause. Juju Smith-Schuster, there he goes, handing out those codes. I don't know that you're going to get those back. I don't know if he's going to All right. Well, Juju's going to go get a taste of what Madden 20 is all about, but don't go anywhere, guys, because we've got
Boa transferência geral. Vamos transmitir aqui, vamos ver como é que é, né, cara? E eu quero também... Eu tô com um projeto aí, o Matheus. Eu tô vendo como é que os caras transmitem isso aí. Eu tô querendo montar, além do meu canal pra jogo, eu vou montar falando sobre jogos. Tô vendo como é que os caras entrevistam, como é que eles fazem isso aí, porque tô querendo entrar nessa área, cara. Trazer uma coisa a mais pro canal. Entendeu? Então, tô verificando aí como é isso, como eles se portam. Pra poder fazer a mesma coisa. Tô de bola, tô gostando muito mesmo sobre os jogos.
Yeah, so you mentioned superstars. The NFL is such a star-driven league. Madden is no different. We set out with a creative vision this year to make our stars feel like stars. So we created this ability system known as Superstar X Factors. These abilities are going to bring authentic skills that make these guys feel unique and powerful so that every individual game is unique and game planned differently.
And that's what it's all about, authenticity. And that's great that you guys take that extra level of realism. Can we see some more X Factors in action? Can we, we talked about Mahomes at the start of the show. I'd love to see him go out there and do his thing if that's possible.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff to show you here with Patrick Mahomes, our cover athlete. Bazooka is his zone ability.
Olha.
Now, to get into the zone, you have to do an in-game objective. With Mahomes, you have to complete 4 passes of 30 yards or more, and once you get inside the zone, denoted there by his X-Factor icon,
cara, esse jogo parece ser muito bom. Você ter gente aqui no Brasil que goste, né?
Everybody's oohing and eyeing. I mean, that's what we see on Sunday. Now, you talked about the air yards. It's got to be air yards, right? Not dump off to Damian Williams?
Exactly. 4 passes of 30 yards or more, that's traveling in the air 30 yards, so the rack yards don't count.
And this all makes sense because obviously Mahomes has a hell of an arm, but can all quarterbacks make throws like that, or is this just exclusive to him?
Bazooka is exclusive to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's got the big arm. He's on record as throwing an 83-yard pass. We may be selling him a little bit short, but this is not a gimmick ability. These things are inspired by their real-life skills that make them special.
So that's his zone ability. Does he have any others?
Yes, he also has superstar abilities. As an X Factor, one of our better X Factors, he has a zone ability and then superstar abilities. We're going to break down his loadout right here. We got Escape Artist first, and as everyone knows, he's a dual-threat quarterback. Escape Artist gives him elite agility and speed when scrambling on passing plays.
Vamos aguardar aqui.
Looks like Mahomes, right?
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately.
I mean, that's what he does.
Na verdade, meu camarada, eu vou montar aí umas coisas aí pra... Já tô verificando um microfone pra ficar melhor, porque usar o microfone desse headset não é tão bom, né, cara? Então eu vou começar, eu tô estudando sobre alguns jogos, algumas coisas aí, começar a falar sobre lançamentos, vamos ver. Tô me preparando pra isso, vamos ver como é que vai ficar isso aí, ver se a galera vai gostar.
That's his signature look. That's exactly what he does.
Devo fazer primeiro no Facebook mesmo, depois dar continuidade pro YouTube e pros outros, né? Porque o tempo que eu não posto vídeo no YouTube. É muito tempo mesmo.
You must play Madden, because that's a question our players are going to want to know.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's a chess match. So just like in the NFL, the way to shut down a high-powered passing game is
vamos ver como é que vai ficar sobre isso aí. Aí estamos aguardando aí como é que vai ser. Estamos preparando. Espero que a galera goste, né? Vamos ver como vai ficar sobre isso aí.
So again, it's authentic football conditions. It's a chess match. It's all that stuff.
Exactly. And if you pull that objective off, you knock him out of the zone, then he has to go through his objectives again to get back into the zone.
All right. Well, that's a little bit reassuring. I'm glad that there's some checks and balances that go along with all that stuff. But we all know, I know you're an offensive guy, but defense wins championships. We've seen what the offense can do. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know who I want to see? One of the most incredible athletes in the NFL, regardless of position, Aaron Donald. What's he all about?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron
you
Donald.
You can pop for Aaron Donald.
Scary. Yeah, give it up for Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is scary.
A galera tá indo embora. Não pode estar lá, né? Pudesse estar lá seria muito bom, mas
So he's reflected pretty well. He's got
ainda não foi minha hora para poder ir lá.
What makes him special is when he gets in the zone, he can actually apply pressure.
A gente pode montar e vamos fazer jogar um futebolzinho, né? Enquanto a galera tá aí preparando, botar um futebol.
He also has superstar abilities. You're going to see these in the video. There was the pressure penalty applied to the quarterback.
Right.
In addition to that, he has pass rush elite. That's a superstar ability that gives him quicker, faster pass rush shed moves as a pass rusher. And then under pressure, makes those penalties he's applying to the throw power and throw
Continuar no meu campeonato.
more punitive. So he's quite a disruptive pass rusher.
Because that's one of the things, too. It's not necessarily, especially with somebody who's playing defensive tackle, it's not somebody who's always going out there and getting sacks. It's guys who are going out there and also getting pressure up the middle, pushing offensive linemen into the face of the quarterback.
Yeah, it lends itself to more strategy in the game. You got to know who you're playing against, you gotta know who you're playing with. Like I said, it's a chess match out there. And then one important note here with all the...
It's not somebody who's always going out there and getting sacks.
Sai não.
The passing abilities. You said Mahomes seemed really powerful. Putting pressure on the quarterback is going to be the direct counter to a lot of those abilities.
And that takes them off their game, and that takes them off of X Factor and everything like that.
Absolutely.
So it's good to have those guys. One of the cool things, too, that I've noticed when you're watching all the play and all that stuff going on is that you've worked really hard to bring these guys' unique abilities to life and put their personalities out there. And that includes some custom animations. So what are some of the examples of these custom animations we're checking out?
Vamos de volta, galera. Estamos vendo aqui. Estão falando sobre o... Vou mostrar minha tela aí agora.
Cover athlete Patrick Mahomes. We went out and captured these guys' signature passing animations.
Estão falando sobre o Madden 20.
Eu
vou botar um futebol aí depois.
We're going to continue to add to these throughout the year. Aaron Rodgers, quick release. Drew Brees, you know he's always fidgeting if you're a Saints fan. And it extends beyond quarterbacks. Everyone knows Zeke Elliott's feed me, getting the team in the zone. These animations, you know, celebrations, throw styles, it's to connect with your favorite players, connect with your superstars on the field.
Well, you saw it. Like, right when we saw the thing with Ezekiel Elliott, somebody who's a Cowboys fan or just likes watching him play, that they can identify with. They start cheering and they like seeing that kind of stuff. I don't like seeing Aaron Rodgers
novidades. Rapaz. Tá bom mesmo, hein?
Whatever. We don't have to get into that, Khalil Mack. I got it. But you know what? We've talked a lot about the new features.
Salve, Vinícius. Fala, Vinícius. Estamos aqui mostrando um pouco sobre o lançamento dos jogos da EA Games. Esse evento está sendo em Los Angeles. Tem grana para ir lá, então estão mostrando aqui mesmo. E aí, vai jogar um America's Arms aí mais tarde?
Full access to all the spin moves, jukes, ball carrier moves, and then you can bring back your icons again with the same button press and throw it.
Você está falando sobre o Madden 20.
Bring some skill. Here with Ben Roethlisberger, we're looking at the new pump fake mechanic. You can now pump fake to a specific receiver on the field by double tapping the button. You're going to see the reticle come up to get guys
to bite on. Vai ser bacana jogar esse cara, esse jogo aí, né?
Purpose mechanic. You can also use it to pull down if you feel like you've made a poor decision and you want to cancel the throw. Just quickly double tap it. You'll pull it back down.
So you can, you know, kind of pump fake it to an
Eu não
outside guy and then
entendo
check
nada de futebol americano, mas deve ser bacana, cara. Aí
If you want Juju to run a slant and go,
deve ser muito maneiro.
Slant, take him deep.
Oh, that's amazing. And this keeps getting better. And you know this. You played in the NFL not too long ago, but the game has changed so much in the number of years since you've been gone. We've seen a lot of college coaches come in and they've brought in their offenses, and most recently Cliff Kingsbury down there in Arizona, bringing in his high-powered offense. Kyler Murray, you know, not a prototypical quarterback. He's shorter, but they're going to do a lot of that run-pass option. Are you bringing that into the game?
Yes. Super excited to announce that we are delivering RPOs, as they're known. I mean, you know, you can't watch an NFL broadcast without hearing that acronym, RPO.
All they talk about.
13, 14 times, right? So this is a concept taking the entire football world by storm.
Galera, tô procurando jogos novos aí para comprar. Quem quiser doar também, aceito. Para poder colocar aqui na live pra galera.
you're calling a running play, and you're going to look
vendo
at what
aqui
the
o que
defense is
pode
aligned in. If
ser.
you can run the play, you just call the play, you hit nothing, you'll hand it off, and away you go.
Peguei o basquete para futebol americano. Basquete, futebol americano. Peguei o basquete para PS4.
Cool way to be creative on offense. And then there's two other types. The peak.
Vamos ver como é que vai ser aí também.
You're reading a single defender on defense, looking at his behavior after the snap.
Jogar pouquinho de basquete.
Throw to your receiver, and if he sits back on pass, you just hold the button down.
Fazendo aí, vamos ter novidade aí, vamos ter uma novidade aí. Tô vendo aí o que a gente monta aí para esse ano. Metade do ano em diante aí. Vai atrás das novidades aí. Fazendo upgrade na máquina, precisando comprar um teclado novo, comprar um microfone novo. Microfone, o meu é do próprio headset, então tá querendo colocar um microfone profissional para poder montar alguma parada melhor pra galera aí, vai gostar.
Is in the game. We're going to see that on the gameplay right here. There it is right there. We also have a lot of Jet Suite touchpads.
Ô, Severo, nunca joguei Madden não, cara. Tô pensando em instalar. Tô pensando seriamente em instalar. Você já jogou? Tô pensando seriamente em instalar. Eu tô com o EA Games, aquele passe lá do EA Games, né? Não sei o nome direito. Então, o que acontece? E
If you want even more Madden 20 news, you can tune in to the Madden channel right after this. But before we finish up, though,
tô pensando seriamente em jogar.
last treat for you. Player ratings. They're one of the trickiest things to get right in Madden. Well, in addition to being a game designer, Clint uses his background as a former NFL player to help make sure that those ratings are accurate. Our friends over at ESPN have helped to put together a little video to get us the scoop on the best job in the world.
Quero fazer aí uma maratonazinha de alguns jogos para poder esperar esses jogos novos. Aí, ó. Agora vai mostrar um pouquinho do jogo, ó. Eu peguei aquele ESTE. Eu tenho direito a jogar o 19. Mas, cara, sem saber jogar nada é complicado, né? Ah, é complicado? É, então eu tenho ele no 19, mas eu não tentei jogar não, cara. Não tentei instalar pra jogar não. Eu não sei como é que é, deve ser muito complicado, eu não entendo a regra. Então é melhor ficar no FIFA mesmo. O bom vai ser pros lançamentos, né? Vou poder jogar. Quem sabe a gente põe aí. Eu peguei o de basquete, cara, mas peguei pra PS4. Porque não tem pra PC, né? Madden NFL. Muito já show de bola, cara. Lançamentos, né? Vou poder jogar. Quem sabe a gente põe aí.
Between those new X-Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and the RPO, and all that gameplay, Madden fans have a lot to be excited about. And now, I can't wait for our final show of the day. It's more epic than Star Wars, more extreme than Battlefield, and more competitive than Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends combined. That's right. I'm talking about The Sims. But before we talk Simlish,
galera, estou com 499 inscritos no canal no Facebook. Estou tentando chegar aos 1000. E poder ajudar aí, compartilhar. E estou com 198 na Twitch, tentando chegar aos 200.
Sort of the way that the legends work together as a unit rather than them individually.
All right. Yeah. Well, I didn't really base my picks or my descriptions on that, but I can work on the fly. All right. Let me first off tell you about the Grabbler.
The Grabbler?
The Grabbler. He likes to take things.
Okay. Vou guardar aqui.
Okay. So he could be taking people's ammunition.
Okay.
He could take that, you put your pings up, he could take away, your reason.
Legends work together as a unit rather than them individually. This is.
What about Portillo?
Portillo, what is...
He's my wiener dog. A lot of people have a problem with me on the internet. No one ever has a problem with Portillo.
Okay, you know, that's thematically I could see that working.
And then what about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, huh? I mean, we don't no explanation needed.
Yeah, no, you just I feel like there'd be a lot of wrestling involved.
Well, I mean, he's very versatile.
That's true.
Now.
That's true.
I don't think you understand The Rock anymore. Go over there.
Okay.
Get to work on these ideas. All right. Vince said I had just a blank check. All right.
All right.
Go do your thing.
Will do.
Hey, if it isn't Golden Boy himself, how you doing? You killing it? I haven't gotten to see you today.
I know a little bit about Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I know. Titan Games, NBC, whatever.
Just
You're
saying.
big time now. You're a big deal.
Just throwing it out there. All those ideas, by the way, were freaking awful. Just want to throw it out there.
I thought it was
Portillo. Portillo's a winner.
Portillo's the only thing that gets me over.
Yeah. No, everything else is you're getting buried, but Portillo always over.
Alex, what was it like talking to Trevor Noah?
Trevor Noah is awesome. Did not expect him to be as hardcore of a FIFA fan as he was. He on Twitter, he schooled me like straight up. I respect that. You know.
Yeah.
I like going toe to toe with a fellow wordsmith on the stage. You know.
All right, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of Trevor Noah? Let us know in the chat. I'm sure someone's looking at it. But right now, we are not done yet. Everybody get excited because we're finishing EA Play Strong with an in-depth look at what's new for The Sims 4, including the world-exclusive reveal of a brand new pack.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Eles vão falar agora do The Sims. The Sims 4. The Sims 4. Mas será que... Mas não é só pra testar não, ou Tato?
Oh, you guys are great. Welcome, Simmers, to EA Play! Yes, I'm very excited to talk about everyone's favorite game series, The Sims! Oh, yeah. I'm Julia Harding.
Mas é só pra teste.
Guided tour of what's new with The Sims 4. Plus,
Ó, teste antecipado só, ou não.
So stay tuned. Now, to help me translate all of this Simlish, everybody join me in welcoming General Manager Lindsay Pearson and Senior Producer Michael Duke. Hi. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. So I'm super excited. I know you guys are super excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been with The Sims a long time, and this is one of my favorite things to do, is come out and see all of you and tell you
Não, cara, eu acho que é só pra teste, meu amigo. Ó, eu entrei aqui nele agora. Tô vendo aqui. Aí tá aqui, ó, compre. Não tá pra...
I think it might be.
Well, I mean, really,
Ele tá por 86...
what have you got for us? Come on,
R$114 o Deluxe.
Well, it is EA Play. We couldn't come empty-handed, so we'll start with our big one first. I'll let you take that.
Absolutely. So we have the next expansion pack for The Sims 4, Sims 4 Island Living.
Let's check out that
Pra que
trailer.
adicione sua biblioteca, mas deve ser pra teste, né não? É de teste, o Tato. É só pra teste. Liberou pra jogar a versão padrão, mas ó, eu entrei aqui agora. Tá mostrando só pra teste. Tá aqui, ó, versão padrão teste. É isso mesmo, mas só pra teste. É por quanto tempo? Ó, igual o FIFA. O FIFA, o 19 tá aqui pra jogar 8 horas. Eu tenho ele pra PS4, o FIFA. Ó. Nossa senhora, o filme standard tá R$215.
Oh, that was so cool. And look, we're in our own little...
Pra mim que
Can
tem
I just say, I didn't
o...
know what the reveals were going to be, and I accidentally just wore this. Super weird. And obviously, you know, talking about fashion, there's a lot of island fashion in there. One of the biggest things people absolutely love. What can we be? What can we dressing up as? What can we look like?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, to capture that island spirit, we needed to have a lot of new outfits and capture those colors.
Is my outfit going to be in there? You're going to put it in the game,
Not
right?
exactly that, but
What?
certainly those bright colors, like you're showing off there.
Ó, e se você comprar o Ultimate, você tem acesso, ó, incluso no Origin Acesso. Prêmio. Isso. Jogue o filme títulos novos antes do lançamento. Você ainda ganha acesso total a uma biblioteca. Que hoje de Premiere é esse? Tá vendo? Estão lançando outra coisa já.
So we're very excited. So for the first time in The Sims 4, our Sims are going to be able to walk right into the open water, and we're opening up open water gameplay.
Just been teasing the water at this point. It's them.
I mean, like you saw in the trailer, she walks right in. Our Sims are going to be able to do that, and you can snorkel in the water. There's swimming, floating, and there's also those pretty awesome aqua zips.
Yeah.
You're in a hurry to get where you're going.
So what inspired you guys to introduce this kind of ocean gameplay this time?
Yeah, well, we've taken The Sims to a lot of different worlds and a lot of different places, but we hadn't yet really played with the idea of where the land and the water meet and really...
não tem pro Brasil ainda, tá vendo?
Which seems like a great addition.
Já tem a assinatura básica do Origin Acesso, mas que quer fazer para o upgrade para a Premiere, mas no Brasil ainda não tem.
Tell me more about this world. What can I actually do in it?
Yeah, so the island of Sulani will have all of those things and more. It really is the perfect place to unplug and enjoy this natural feel. So you can explore all these little alcoves. You can live closer to the coast, or you can live higher up towards the hills. Or
what's wrong?
Yeah.
So no, wait. Is there?
Tem a base.
Absolutely.
Sorry, you were selling me the dream of living
Ah,
on
não
an
tem
island.
direito a
Well, I'm not
Premiere
sure
ainda não.
go there.
It is a real island.
Most islands are formed by volcanoes.
Yeah.
Well, don't get nitpicky.
Yeah, so we had to put this active volcano in there. Now, you don't have to live next to it, but the riskier Sims may choose to live nearby.
Oh, yeah, and then...
não tem pro Brasil ainda. Brincadeira, né, cara? Podia ter, né?
Don't do it.
Like, The Sims. I don't know how that was going to go,
what do
but
you
probably
expect's going to happen when you touch something really, really hot?
Probably burns.
Beautiful locale, slightly dangerous.
Tem como ampliar mais, a minha já tá.
On this island. I mean, I, for one, want to know if I can befriend any kind of cute animals there. What kind of animals can we befriend?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be The Sims if we didn't let you make friends with some of the animals.
Exactly.
So in this case, the one we're really excited
Brasil não
about
tem.
is the
Infelizmente, o
dolphin.
Brasil não tem.
Yes.
Aqui o Rio de Janeiro, cara, tá calor. Calor, sim. Um pouquinho calor, um pouquinho frio. De manhã tava calor. Eduardo Viola, tava calor, agora tá um pouquinho frio.
We missed the angle on that one,
but they're so cute, and you get to make like a really nice friend with them, and maybe
Eu tava dentro de casa desde cedo, tava vendo Harry Potter. Tava vendo CSI, depois vi Harry Potter. Não fiz live ainda hoje, comecei a fazer ainda agora.
That meant more fish.
I don't know.
Mas eu vou jogar mais tarde. Tô vendo se eu vou jogar futebol, o que eu vou jogar, né? Vai depender aí. A galera vai pedir alguma coisa.
They taste delicious. You have that going for it.
I think the island looks so relaxing. Obviously, it's not really about vacation. It's also, it's about kind of working there as well. But what's kind of like the feel and the vibe of the island going to be like?
You know, I think it's one of those things we talk a lot about in the team is capturing what it would be like to really live on that island. It's not just a place you vacation, but we wanted this to be a place that's cool for your Sims.
Or, tricks to be played on you.
Vai ser ilhas tropicais mesmo. Isso aí eu já tava sabendo.
Sun tanning, sun burning, building castles. The whole family can go out and play together, find seashells.
Vamos procurar mais algumas informações aí sobre como vai ser essa...
I want to say it again, but they're so good.
What are they called again?
Aqua zips.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at, so you've got to take time to really explore.
Tá falando aqui só sobre a IE, né?
Great place for Sims to kind of kick back and what if my Sims, they don't want to I can't personally lie on a beach for longer than about 30 minutes and get really bored. What if they want to get their hands dirty?
Well, I'm very excited about a new thing that we're introducing. If your Sims want a new career to take care of this island, you can actually become a conservationist, and your job is going to be to keep this ecosystem looking beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was certainly one of the big goals was a way for your Sims to kind of care for their world and make it a better place.
Yeah. And obviously, you know,
Ó, vai ter versão da Apex para mobile, hein?
Is that kind of what inspired you guys to bring that in?
You know, I think there's a few things that really hit us. I mean, the first was just, it's something we all care about. A lot of us on the dev team worry about the environment and what's going on, but we talked about the idea that this island's this closed ecosystem, and so your actions and choices are going to have a lot more impact. And so something new we've added here, and we're really excited about, is the island actually changes over time. So if you're taking care of it, it'll actually become more lush. You'll see more greenery, brighter, beautiful flowers, and there's Lindsay's favorite part.
Olha só, mas mais o UFC está liberado para que tenha o Axel mesmo. Olha só. Tá aqui o Tato, não sei. Quer ver? Vou colocar para você ver, para vocês verem aí.
Sometimes you want to make a little bit of cash. I mean, you know, like barbecue meat.
Tô baixando em tudo.
Expensive. I don't know.
Mas
how can we make some extra simoleons while we're there?
Like we said, we wanted to make this a place you live, which means you've got to have a way to earn some simoleons.
Yeah,
and so,
the gap year has to end sometime. You have to go home and earn some money as much as we
so
have.
we added
Você
a
for
couple
ver,
of odd jobs and things that you could kind of work
tá aqui, ó.
on the hours you wanted to, right? And so we've added the ability to make fishing more of a career, and then also the lifeguard, so you can get your tan.
Ela tá como
If you want to
teste.
spend more time in the water, you can be a dive instructor.
Aí eu não sei, né?
There's a lot of different ways to just pick up a job when you want and earn a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Tá vendo aqui? Se você olhar, tá como teste. Faltam 20 minutos.
Obviously, you know, you have to kind of be aware and know what's
Terminar de baixar, tá baixando.
because you're not just there on holiday and you go in and go out, you're living there. So what kind of, you know, the side of the culture of the island can we actually see within?
Right, yeah, this is a place that you live, and the locals are super friendly, actually, and are going to come and help you out with all sorts of different things as you explore the island.
You were talking about this the other day, like, actually, like, all the neighbors are really, really helpful and help you.
You know, like if a fire happens to break out, your neighbor might bust
Mas
in.
que estranho, tá, já tá direto na página explorar, vamos ver.
Their own sort of activities that you might be able to join in. So you might stumble across a barbecue that they've started in
Então, eu tô aqui, ó, mas pra mim tá mostrando como teste.
And you might even stumble into
Não, é porque eu já tenho o BF instalado na minha máquina, o Tato. Olha só o que acontece. Eu tenho duas contas na EA Games. Eu tenho duas contas.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things we talked about was we wanted to have this island have a little history to it, just some sense of feeling of some people have lived here a long time, and there are traditions that are unique to this place, the world of Sulani.
E que houve
More about the island's history, like when we're there. How do we
Tá
do that?
aparecendo não?
Aside from, you know, drinking kava.
Well, I mean, that might be one experience
Vamos ver
you
aí.
should try, but on top of that, something else the team was really excited about adding is there are these elementals around the island that are kind of these spirits, these ancients who care a lot about Sulani, and you know, they want to see their world taken care of, and when you do good things, they might be really happy and pleased, and if you're bad to the island, I don't think they
may not
É estranho mesmo.
Yeah, you know, so
like
just
sting in the tail.
yeah, well, and we added some new traits with this pack that we wanted to really let, if your Sims are super in touch with the land, or that's
Deveria
important to you,
aparecer.
they can really get in touch with the water or the land and unlock some new behaviors.
Yeah. Okay. So from like what we've kind of seen
Acho
in
que
all
o
the videos,
tiozeiro aqui
it feels
esqueceu
really
de abrir o
inspired by
negócio aqui.
Polynesian,
Vamos ver agora.
culture. So how did you kind of go about kind of educating yourself to like bring that into the game?
Well, every time we make a world, we want to learn a lot about the influences.
Tenta agora aí
Because it's not a particular real place, but it's inspired by real places. So, short of flying there and researching it ourselves, we
Acho que agora vai.
I'm sorry.
O tiozeiro esqueceu aqui de
Global company, so we were able to reach out to a lot of
habilitar.
our coworkers across the company and say, hey, we're looking at exploring a place inspired by this culture.
Yeah.
And can
Agora
you
tá aparecendo.
some patterns or
Mas voltando, Tato, na página do hoje
that mean something to
ali em
this culture,
cima.
so we can try and create them in a way that feels rich and feels authentic.
Well, questions just like, what was iconic to you, or what do you remember when you think back to living in that place?
Right, and some of our specific like decor items came exactly from
Cuca,
those
esqueci de abrir meu
It's really cool. It's these nice touches that I
negócio
hope
do...
make it feel
Pra mim não tá aparecendo não, o Tato, tá vendo?
To make light of all that, because I think that's fantastic. But I really feel like I've been quite patient.
Não, meu... Pode deixar, pode deixar.
Mermaids! What
Foi mal,
is
foi
going
mal,
on?
foi
Come
mal.
on, let's cut to the chase. Mermaids! Mermaids tell us everything.
There are mermaids.
Yes, so mermaids are in the pack.
Tá vendo? Eu tô colocando aqui, ó.
It is a very fully featured call. You can take them into cabs.
Aí ele aparece aqui, ó.
Style your mermaid. Lots
Ver
of different
teste.
details. It's a lot of fun. but also, you know, the mermaids, they
Pra
can
mim,
do a little bit
Tato.
more. Obviously, they're very in touch with the ocean life. So, you know, I'd recommend...
Agora tá baixando a 6 megas por segundo, são 2 GB. É porque eu já tenho. Olha só o que acontece, Tato. Eu tenho uma conta da EA Games. E o que acontece? Eu não consigo trocar o meu... Clica em compre já pra ver.
So, of course, I would just love to keep talking about mermaids, but
Olha lá, parece pra comprar.
Sims would be complete without a chat about obviously interior design. So, kind of what's new for the architects out there. New homes, new furniture. We saw some. I'm pretty sure we saw some houses on stilts as well over the water, right?
Yeah. So
Que vai aparecer aí pra você, ó. Vamos lá, pra comprar.
Lounge chairs. We're gonna go
Tá vendo?
to Island. We're gonna live the beach life.
I don't want to sit upright if I'm relaxing.
Aparece pra comprar.
Sitting on the snake.
We had to bring the lounge chairs in, but then also a lot of that decor to really capture that Polynesian feel, right? And so we wanted to make sure there was that clutter that felt authentic and let it feel like this was home.
Yeah, and you can go for this more sort of local style of being on the beach, or you can go for something a little more high-end and modern. We really wanted you to feel like you could create the getaway of your dreams.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I'm so 100% sold on the houses over the water. I'm much more of a kind of modern sort of house.
Yeah, for sure. And you might have noticed too, she was able to jump right off of that deck out into the water, which is great.
Best.
Like your perfect little escape.
Minha licença expira em 5/6/2020.
It's toasty.
I can't wait to check out, obviously, the new Island Living expansion pack. And now that I've got a feeling out that some of you, you know, that you've got some more exciting additional information as well for us. So it's not just that. Have you got a bit more news to share?
We do have some more news. In fact, we're going to kick to somebody else for this.
Ele botou como teste.
Here's Joey Graceffa.
Ooh.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Joey Graceffa.
É assim, ó. Quer ver?
Absolutely love The Sims.
Dá pra você ver.
I'm so excited to announce this upcoming partnership with one of my favorite games. So this summer, The Sims is actually partnering with the amazing It Gets Better project. As part of this partnership with It Gets Better, Sims is going to be releasing
conta Origin Access.
all the Sims products in the next few months. There's going to be a variety of It Gets Better and Pride clothing in Sims Free Play, the Sims mobile app, and Sims 4. There's even a gender-neutral bathroom in Sims 4, along with a bunch of other items to show off your pride. Thanks so much for letting me share this news
Não
with
sei o
everyone.
que houve, pode ser que eu tenho esse jogo já, entendeu? Mas em outra conta.
That's so cool to see. That's really, really cool to see. And thanks so much to Joey for showing for that. I mean, what a great partnership.
Em outra conta eu tenho esse jogo.
Because it's you know, it's Pride Month, it's Pride Week here in Los Angeles. How are you guys going about kind of?
Pode ser também, pode ser isso também.
Well, The Sims has always been a game about being inclusive and the self-expression of creating yourself and people you know and telling your own story. So this is a wonderful opportunity to bring new content in the game to celebrate that.
Definitely, and I think also, people don't realize how important it is sometimes, you know, when you're kind of growing up and you're figuring out who you are, you're discovering what kind of person you are and discovering, you know, about your sexuality, and being able to kind of sort of role play within games is a really, really safe place to do that. So, you know, you guys have been doing it pretty much from the start, way before everyone else. So it's really great. I mean, isn't that great to see? It's so, so great. Yeah.
Well, it's something we're very proud of, and having been with the game a long time, it's something that keeps making me excited about being able to do more.
Yeah, I love when we
O problema é que eu não consegui trocar o... A minha outra conta trocar o nome. Isso que aconteceu, por isso que eu tô com essa conta agora.
Such amazing stuff, you know. And also, when we get to hear from our community about the experiences they've had, or how the game helped them get through a tough time in their life, or realize something about themselves.
Se você for ver ali do lado, tá ali, ó. Sem churo,
Access. How powerful gaming is and how much it can really kind of affect and change you as a person and show you stuff. It's amazing. So when can we get our hands on it?
So Joey mentioned briefly, but starting June 18th, the Pride content will come to The Sims 4, and then it will start rolling out over The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play a little bit later.
That's right.
So keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Poderia jogar uma coisa, né?
I think you've actually got, this is such a ridiculous, and it's back to back, right? What else? You've got something else that you want to announce in the summer. What's going on?
We actually had...
Espera aí, só terminar de baixar o jogo aqui e a gente botar o futebol aqui.
More things.
I'm gonna let Lindsay talk about this now.
All right, so first of all, earlier this year, we announced our partnership with Moschino by releasing a real-world capsule collection of looks inspired by The Sims. I see some of them, and I'm very excited. And we had a hoodie that was actually put into all of our Sims. So later this summer, we're going to be bringing that fashion and more to The Sims 4 Moschino Stuff Pack.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not only are we going to be looking pretty special, but what if we want to kind of go and strut our stuff somewhere else and like really show off the outfits that we've got?
Well, so I think one of the things that I'm most excited about in this stuff pack is for the first time,
também tem isso também.
a career.
Eu não consigo trocar, cara. Eu não consegui trocar a minha conta. Aí fiquei com 2 contas. Eu tenho vários jogos na outra conta. Não consigo trocar o nome.
That's so me.
Yes. It's going to be fun.
That's really good.
Comprar jogos eu vou comprar na outra. Esse aqui eu botei pra poder.
So much so far. A new expansion, a new partnership,
a Apex aí, ó. Eu tô esperando sair o.
No, we're not.
Michael and Lindsay brought
one more big Session 2 dele aí pra poder.
Yes, I know you're all hoping, so we thought maybe we could tell you which game pack we had in mind.
Só vou
I don't know.
Só vou habilitar depois.
All right, Mike, I'll let you spell it out for them.
The next game pack for The Sims 4 is Realm of Magic.
That's amazing. I mean, when are we going to be getting more info on this? I mean, aside from the fact that you just told us just now, and like you only just told us, when are we getting more info on this?
Yes, so we will tell you more about the game pack later this year, so you'll have to wait a little more.
But it is coming this fall.
It is coming this fall.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. I can't wait. These guys clearly can't wait. So,
We've had a couple community members asking for that.
Yeah?
It's a popular request.
Who doesn't love a little bit of magic?
Yes, it's true.
O que a gente pode jogar então, hein?
Lindsay and Michael, and thank
Vamos
you so
jogar
much
o
for showing us
quê?
what's next in The Sims 4. So, let's just quickly recap this, because there's a few things to get through, and it's hot, and you might have forgotten. So, the Island Living reveal trailer is live now. The expansion is playable here at EA Play, and you can play it at home soon. The It Gets Better Pride content starts rolling out, and in a few weeks, and the Moschino stuff pack comes out later this summer. So don't forget to check out all The Sims social channels for even more info and launch dates. So that's it for The Sims. It's been an exciting day here with so much news. I can't wait to join the fan fest and get my hands on the Island Living expansion pack. So from all of us here, goodbye. We'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Thank you all for watching EA Play 2019. We hope you enjoyed all these exciting reveals. Skate 4, I'm sorry, we just ran out of time. I'm Greg Miller, and I'd say I had a lot of fun hosting this show, but that, of course, would have been a lie. This has been the worst. I've been yards from all these great games, haven't been able to go play any of them. Now's my time. If you're in Los Angeles, come out and see everything we've got for you in person. If you're not in Los Angeles, or you're just lazy, like me, don't worry, because these games will be in your hand before you know it. This has been EA Play 2019. I'm done? I can go play now? All right, great. Let's get going. Where's my Sherpa? Where's Snowbike Mike?
Opa, que é isso aqui, mulher? Share ao YouTube vídeo, painel, que é isso? Promo. Acabou, não vamos jogar. Não, o desconto tá aparecendo sim, quer ver? Vamos ver o desconto. Vamos para os descontos. Olha lá, desconto. Assinantes ganham 10%. É isso? É. Pode ser isso também, né? Eu acho que tá bugado hoje, o Bolacha. Eu não consigo nem entrar no site. Eu não tô conseguindo entrar no site do negócio lá. Eu não tô conseguindo entrar no site. Tá complicado mesmo. Ô, Cook. Parsec. Pra que serve ele? Você viu aquele que eu postei lá, que eu fiz fiz o bonequinho lá? Pra que serve esse Parsec? Hã? Ele faz com que a gente jogue como se estivesse aí. Jogos multiplayer local. Não entendi. Parsec, vamos dar uma olhada nele. Ah, game stream. Play game com seus amigos. Interessante, cara. Muito interessante, hein? Vamos nos cadastrar nele? Epa, eu saí da parada aqui. Vamos lá. Ah, vamos falar, ó. Vai ter informação sobre a... Ah, já houve. Isso aqui foi de hoje. Aqui falando sobre o Battlefield, novo modo do Battlefield. Vamos lá. Ah, mas já teve. Também não vai mostrar.
To Battlefield 5 in 2019.
Vou mostrar aqui.
Don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam
Aqui, vamos ver aqui.
What have you got for us, Freeman?
É, passe para saber que jogo multiplayer, tá? Eu vi e ficou massa. Tem jogo que é só multiplayer local. A gente consegue jogar jogo que é só offline, pessoa lado a lado pela net. Só tem que ter a net boa. Quem for seu dono do jogo, testei ontem e deu bom. Mas eu vou ler para entender melhor. Para você, qualquer jogo meu eu posso compartilhar para a galera jogar junto, é isso?
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a large
o novo mapa aí.
Axis army sweeping through the region. You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within the tight streets of a rural town. The Allies control the town, but Axis troops are already on its fringes.
Como é que é? Não é qualquer jogo, mas por exemplo, sabe o Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat dá pra jogar duas pessoas no mesmo PC. Ah, caraca, muito interessante. Cara, muito maneiro mesmo. Tem que ver quais jogos são compatíveis, né? Quer dizer, você torna a sua... Eu entendi, então você torna a sua máquina como um host e o cara loga nela para poder jogar. Só tem que ter... Pô, muito interessante. Ó, eu já instalei, tá? Aí tem aqui, ó, você quer conectar no PC, você quer procurar um jogo para... Vamos ver, procurar um jogo.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita.
Olha só, os jogos que tem PES, Press Evolution 20 dá pra fazer.
And they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story. New to me,
Resident Evil.
So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war. And it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice quiet village.
De luta.
Before these guys
Cara, muito interessante.
It's quite a different experience than Mercury. And it's sort of
o FIFA.
totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game.
Europe.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking
O FIFA dá pra jogar também, ó. FIFA 19.
Heavily infantry-focused map. So, as Mr.
Aí, Bomberland 2.
Creative chaos, so you're just gonna see
NBA.
Creative chaos.
Aqui é vídeo.
So what we get there is just head-on collisions in the middle of this map, and it's sort of what we've
Aí, América do Sul.
spending a lot of time to figure out.
E Mortal Kombat. Ah, tá fechado aí, ó. Cara, muito maneiro isso aí que você passou pra mim.
I guess for lack of better way to put it, is sort of a banana shape.
Gostei, hein?
And that banana shape sort of. Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think. Obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different
Eu tenho que ver os amigos que tenham para poder fazer isso.
For people to just run head on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But it gives
what we want though. That's what
vou adicionar 5.
Most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all days, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know. Right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4.
Ah, legal. A gente pode jogar se tiver, né?
Get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you.
Vou adicionar aqui. Find Freeman.
For no other reason than, well, my own
Já te achei, já tô mandando.
Over to you, Freeman.
Já mandei pra você.
I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps. So let's deliver a brand new one to you.
Isso, já estamos juntos.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and control.
Pô, legal se fosse pra todos os jogos, né?
Axis forces.
Se a internet tiver boa, dá pra fazer isso. Mas será que dá pra fazer também?
You must fight over possession of these critical points. In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story under no flag and doubled down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles in tight interior areas. Al Sundan is classic Battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
Valeu, meu camarada. De Criciúma, Eduardo Viola de Criciúma.
That's amazing. So
Salve.
Sundown was adapted from Under No Flag. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Yeah, so usually, when the guys when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a lot of potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into what could be an amazing Battlefield map. It's huge. This is a really big map. This is your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox map. This is where you're going to see tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so how do I kind of, adjust my strategy? Because it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different play styles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things. And the bridge in the middle, it's all about, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice.
But most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. There's so much to
Dá pra jogar, só precisa de ter controle controle e o programa.
But so this is the first
Aquele
one
é
we're
uma
going to come in with
meu
chapter 4, so
parte.
June 27th.
É, eu não tenho ele.
This is going to be available day 1, chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of chapter 4.
Eu não tenho ele não.
Get up close and personal. With Chapter 4, Defying the Odds, new and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer. Specially tailored for intimate infantry combat, the new battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways. Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. I think you made that up yourself. Oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that happens. Do you want to take over this one for the start?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the two maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back,
Essa semana Overwatch
closely monitoring how players
está em
engage in
dobro,
types of war.
experiência em dobro, por tempo
No surprise, I
limitado.
mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success.
Recompensas lendárias, a caçada mais perigosa. Joga pouquinho de Apex, né?
They've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that, you know, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh, yeah, we need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of
Vamos ver aqui o que tem aqui que eu posso jogar.
You know, as we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play. And so, you know, sticking together and not leaving anybody behind like Mr. Freeman over here. Unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if you want to leave him behind, can you?
Then it's acceptable, I think.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful maps.
It'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw, Lofoten, it's serenity, beautiful Nordic countryside, but then kind of ripped open with gunfire and everything amongst villas and factory equipment. And then Provence, you know, I plan to take my wife there, you know, pastilles on the square.
Stop destroying places you want to take your family. It's weird.
I'll take Ryan.
Yeah, take him instead and then go to town.
But it's beautiful cobblestones, you know, lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps really allows you to master every inch of it. So it's really about, you know, knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on to talk about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first, Lars, you've brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates. We know that you've all been waiting for, so you're excited about it.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I am working.
Just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank, private games.
Vamos lá, galera, vamos dar uma paradinha aqui, vamos ver o que conectando aqui no Cook. Ver aqui o que tem. O que você tem aí, Cook, para poder jogar com você? Caiu? A dei play aqui não foi, não. Computador. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Ah, tem um programa também, em vez de ver, podia olhar pela... Ah, travou. Mas request foi rejeitado, Cook. Deixa eu jogar aí, Cook. Já baixei o programa sim, já instalei tudo. Ah, entendi. Ah, pensei que você tava jogando. Que maneiro. Ó, já volto. 2 minutos aí, galera, já volto. Tá, já volto aí, só um minuto. Fala, Bart. E aí, Bart, pegou aquele softwarezinho, hein? Pegou aquele softwarezinho e colocou aí, né? Tô de volta. Colocou o bonequinho aí, né? Eu também depois vou fazer isso. Ah, e achei aqui, que alguém que tá jogando ele. Esse tal de... Meu parte. Vê se o cara deixa eu jogar com ele. Ele vai liberar. Vai liberar eu jogar com ele. A internet tem que ser boa, né? A máquina também, né? É, mas... E agora... O que precisa? Que não requer nada, mas... O cara até agora não liberou, não. Ah, esses dois foi eu mesmo que atendi. Eu peguei lá daquele software, cara. Fiz um do software, vou jogar pro computador e vou passar a usar. Ô Bart, tu viu o software aí que eu... Não, esse aqui eu fiz até, tá. É Parsec. Fala pra ele, o Cook, o Parsec é um... Cook não, o Bart. É um software que você instala na sua máquina e o cara instala na máquina dele. Aí vamos dizer que você tem o jogo. Vamos dizer que o jogo, eu tenho um FIFA aqui e ele é compatível com esse software. O que acontece? Eu disponibilizo o jogo e você pode entrar para jogar, como se você estivesse aqui. É. Você entra na máquina, na máquina do cara pelo software e como se você estivesse aqui jogando. Eu tô tentando jogar um aqui, mas o cara... Vou cancelar aqui o withdraw porque o cara não deixou. Vou procurar aqui outro. Ô Cook, o seu tá liberado aqui, hein? Vê que jogos que tem aqui. Poder jogar. Tem de luta na Europa. Mas aqui, ó, todos os DLCs inclusos. NBA é vídeo. Street Fight. Quase não tem no Brasil. Pô, tinha visto aquele Bomberland 2, cara. Cadê? É Bomb? Não tem. Localizações. Vamos procurar aqui. Vamos pegar só... Pegar só a América do Sul para ver se tem. O que vai acontecer? A América do Sul, o Bomb aqui, ó. Pô, mas botou Europa? Norte América, eu botei só... Ah. Vamos lá aqui, localizações. Eu tirei, meu Deus. Só quero aqui. Tem. Ah, tem. Fallout 4, FIFA, PES. Tem poucos jogos brasileiros. No Brasil aqui tem poucos jogos. Tem nada liberado, não. O Cook não quer deixar entrar na máquina dele, não. Eu acho que o lacho, Cook. Que isso, tá vendo? Você consegue entrar aqui na Europa. Hello. I play game. Playing. Não, tá errado. Playing game. For you. Mas cadê? Até agora ninguém liberou nada. Nada pra jogar. Não, tem vários jogos. Ih, rapaz, Tekken 7. Mas eu tenho que comprar, pô. Quero jogar. Tá em Tekken. Ih. Ninguém deixa, não? Até agora nada. Como é que é? Por que criou no meu? É. Bacana. Vou botar um joguinho. Vou botar um futebolzinho aqui. Mas legal, gostei da ideia. Gostei muito da ideia mesmo.